everybody, what's going on? Hey there, wrestling fans. It's me. It's Joe the Panther Jr. And welcome to Dudes at Ringside Podcast. And now introducing to the mic my host and partner in crime, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, wrestling world? What's going on, Dude, that Ringside Podcast? What's going on? I'm here to talk about some New Japan going on right now. So, right now, we're in the now we're in the third round. Going into the third round of the New Japan Cup. And so far, if I could talk about what's going on, is this morning was two amazing bouts this morning. We had Kenta versus Minoru Suzuki, and we had Hiroki Goto versus Shingo Takagi, which were both absolutely fantastic matches. I watched them this morning live. Amazing. I'm going to get into. I got some notes what we're talking about right here. This morning, Kenta was not taking Minoru Suzuki seriously. He was reading a newspaper. Suzuki took the paper from him, stepped on it, and said, "You want the paper? Come get it." Kenta and Minoru Suzuki ended up with Kenta and Minoru just slapping the crap out of each other in a fantastic MMA bout. Kenta ended up winning with the GTS. Another fantastic bout between Shingo and Goto, which was leading to pumping bombers and GTRs. Match ended with Shingo hitting the last of the dragon. And so far, the standings right now, the next round, which should be this week. I think this week it's we got Zack Sabre Jr. versus Will Ospreay, which should be an absolute awesome match. You have Tanahashi versus Jay White. You have Yano versus Evil, and you have Sonata versus Nagata.
Interesting.
So, who's your picks for these matches? You would say.
I like right now. You keep giving me this thing about Evil. He sounds like a good wrestler. I think I'd go for him in the tournament. He sounds good. Takahashi is another one. Another name you
Tanahashi.
said that. Oh,
Tanahashi. It's Tanahashi.
Tanahashi.
Takahashi's another wrestler.
Sorry, fans. I don't want to offend anybody. My bad. I'm the face on this show, by the way. He's the heel. He's a heel. I'm the good guy. So if you don't like what I'm saying, my bad. Boo me if you wanna. Well, what you said, the name you said before, I like that name. I do like NJPW. I just need to get further introduced to their federation. So if there's anybody that watches our fan from NJPW, go to the Ghostbuster Joe Instagram page, ask for my address, drop me some merch. I'll make sure to watch all your wrestling. If you send us something, I'll watch it. Yeah. So the third round sounds what you said. It sounds like it's going pretty good. So who do you think?
The second round was actually really good, though. For Zack Sabre Jr. and Will Ospreay, I'm going with Ospreay to win the whole tournament. That's what I'm going for. Tanahashi versus Jay White, I'm going Jay White, and I don't know. Yano might make it to the final, the semifinals, so I might go Yano. Sonata and Nagata, I'm going Sonata. So
I like your whole thing with I like that what you said. The guy you said that you think's gonna win the tournament. But personally, I think that maybe Evil could win. I think Evil could probably win.
Evil won last year, so
Well, you never
two
know.
years in a row you're gonna go with Evil again.
Yeah, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
He could have a repeat. Fans may not be happy that he'll
Mm-hmm.
repeat, but the name
No,
sounds.
they were not happy last year when Evil won. Last year,
Maybe another year that
but
the
you
fans
never know.
and these wrestling fans, they get mad about everything. Like
Gato was really high on Evil, so you never know. He might end he might end up actually winning again. Because Gato's been pretty high on him. So
you never know. You never know. This like with the way the wrestling's going these days, like 1 minute you think this guy's gonna win the tournament, and then it all goes upside down. You know what I mean, Geek?
yep, I know. Yeah. So you want to talk SmackDown, or you ready to talk SmackDown, or you still want to talk about a little bit more about New Japan?
We'll talk a
Bit.
little bit more about New Japan tonight, and then we'll cover the trash heap of Friday night SmackDown. So we'll talk a little more about the tournament,
What
the build
happened?
up. The
So
good.
you're going to go with Evil. I'm still going to Ospreay.
I got Evil. That'd be funny if they made it. They got together the next round. That'd be hilarious. All right.
I think it's Evil Yano. I think it's Evil Yano next round. But
Janish from
so
Ghostbusters
I don't
2?
know. No, Yano,
Oh,
Toriano.
I say Janish. Oh, I thought so. Vigo's gonna come to the ring
No,
and grab Evil by the neck and throw him out, and Janish wins. Ghostbuster reference. Janish. Yeah. Oh,
Yano's a comedy wrestler.
Janish, curly hair, little green vest. He's like, "Hello, Vigo, the Lord of Carpathia, command you, Lord." Sorry, fans. Ghostbusters. I know. Joe's like, really? Metal's Geek's like, really? Ghostbusters talk about wrestling. He's like, damn you, Joe. Yeah. So now we did enough SmackDown. Well, enough talk about Japanese wrestling.
Let's talk about American wrestling now.
Talk about American wrestling. Let's talk about the sadness of Friday Night SmackDown.
I'm sorry, this is not my topic, American wrestling, but I gotta make everybody happy,
Yeah, we got to keep fans happy. So what'd you think about Friday Night SmackDown, Geek?
Friday Night SmackDown. I mean, they're starting to slowly build towards WrestleMania. I see right now, they might be sort of setting up a triple threat between Edge, Roman Reigns, and Daniel Bryan. So, do you see the same pattern, or do you see Daniel Bryan just getting eliminated at the Fastlane?
I'm starting to get this weird feeling, as I told you on the phone today, that I think Daniel Bryan may win the belt and lose like the SmackDown after Fastlane back to Roman, and then it will be a one-on-one and Edge versus and Roman. They'll give what's his name his one last hurrah with the belt, the big victory. He did it. He won the title again, and then he gets suddenly speared next SmackDown on Friday. This next the Friday, and that's how Daniel Bryan will retire. I texted Tom and told him we were live, but
we actually have 3 viewers so far, so which is good.
Hey guys, what's going on? Anybody got any questions?
What's going on? What's going on?
What did you all think about? What you all think about Friday Night SmackDown? In the comments below, what did you think? What was your favorite match? What was your least favorite match of the night? And what do you think's gonna happen at Fastlane? Do you think it's gonna be a triple threat match, or do you think it's gonna be a one-on-one match? Tell the Panther and tell the Geek what you think. Comments. Anybody?
Comments below.
Comment below. We'll read
Reading the
your comments.
comments now. So no comments.
Give us any questions. Any comments? Any questions about the upcoming pay-per-view? Anything? Anything? I have no friends. Come on. Geek has no friends in the Panther just follows, shaking his head. Okay, I guess not.
No.
So like, as I said, I think they're just gonna give Daniel Bryan the title the one last time, and then he'll. I have a funny feeling Daniel Bryan's gonna retire. He's gonna win the belt, lose to
You think
Roman.
so?
I think that 100%. He's gonna retire, and maybe he'll lose the belt at on SmackDown the week after, building up to WrestleMania, and then he'll get one last match at WrestleMania, and then he's done. I think it's gonna happen. Geek, I think it's 100%. He's had too many injuries, and didn't he just have an injury like last year or 2 years ago that he was so bad that he was having seizures? Wasn't that what happened?
I heard about something like that. You know,
Yeah, it was so bad he was having seizures.
Yeah, I heard something about that last year.
Like, that's horrible. Like, he's a great talent. He's a good player. Like, we've seen him. We saw him in ROH, Ring of Honor. That's another federation that he was in.
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor.
Oh, sorry. I'm just testing the audio.
Like, yeah. Like,
I
don't know.
Yeah, we saw him in Ring of Honor. We saw him in Ring of Honor years ago. My honest opinion, and everybody's gonna hate me in the comments below right now, but I saw it in the Independence.
Someone just said
Daniel Bryan
Edge.
was the second coming of
Lance. Somebody wrote Edge.
Someone did say Edge.
Somebody wrote Edge. I saw that.
Yeah,
Why didn't it put on the screen?
It didn't come up on the screen, so
I saw it. I just looked down at the comments. It said Edge. Yeah, you're right. I think Edge is gonna win the title, and I think maybe he'll drop the title, the SmackDown after WrestleMania, that big SmackDown they have right after WrestleMania, and do a tournament for the title. I think that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna beat Roman and then come out like he did when he had to drop the title and say, I can't, I gotta retire again. I don't think Edge is gonna have a whole new run. Do you think, Geek? Do you think Edge could do another run?
I think I would have said this a while ago. I would have said to have Edge win the title at WrestleMania and for Miz to cash it in, but Miz already cashed it in already, so it's kind of the plan's kind of ruined.
Unless Miz
it would have made the most sense.
Yeah. I didn't I tell you how many times I thought Miz was gonna cash the title in his Money in the Bank in like 5 or 6 times in a row. Oh, he's gonna cash it in. No. He's gonna cash it in. No. He's gonna cash it in. No. And then he cashed it in at the pay-per-view we watched.
He never did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he cashed it in after somebody got attacked. Yeah.
So all I'm gonna say is Daniel Bryan. A lot of people, I was trying to say it before, but Edge all the way. Yep, that's correct. That's
Edge
right.
is a good wrestler. I love Edge. I've liked Edge since I'm not a fan of heels, but Edge, when he was a heel and he had that rivalry with Cena, that match was like when he cashed in that Money in the Bank.
The last man standing match is probably one of my favorite matches from Providence, Rhode Island. Probably one of my favorites when he FU'd Edge over the barricade and into the crowd.
Mm.
Lost my mind there. And then
Weren't you
Big
at
Show
some of the
choke
matches?
slamming him until like I was at that show. I was in
Mm.
Providence, Rhode Island. I was there.
That's awesome.
But a lot of people like are gonna hate me in the comments though. But I was gonna say this. I think Daniel Bryan is the second coming of Ric Flair, or Ric Flair, Shawn
Oh,
Michaels. I don't know if a lot of people see it the same way as I do, but I'm just putting it out there. That's my opinion on it. Do you agree or you disagree?
I think I do agree with you. Like sometimes I don't agree with you because you're funny face. You're funny face. You're the funny face geek. So I don't agree with you all the time. But I maybe as I said, he was injured, and Ric Flair did have that big injury. So did Shawn Michaels back in the '90s. With Flair had his back in the '80s, right? He got in an airplane crash in the
Mm-hmm.
'80s.
Uh-huh.
And Michaels had that big injury with the
The
neck thing
back,
and
the back.
his back injury.
Yeah.
And she would say,
Mm-hmm.
and he came
They said he
back
would
to win.
never wrestle again after that.
Hmm?
So
You glitched.
they said he would never wrestle again. Oh yeah, sorry. They said he would never wrestle again,
Yeah.
but he did.
I
He went back. He went back and good.
yeah, I understand. Um, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm starting to think about that the way you just said that Daniel Bryan could be like the next coming of Flair or Michaels, because as I said, let the man win the title at Fastlane. Let him win the title. Hands down. Give him a good match. Boom, boom, back and forth. Like 10 stars. One of those matches that you're like, oh my, 1, 2, 1, 2, up top head, bro. He missed it. Oh no. And then have him do whatever, and Daniel Bryan hits the yes lock. Middle of the ring. Not phony by the rope. His hand was by the thing. No. Give him a center of the ring crossface and ding 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 ding. A good cover, make it be a good match. That's all I'm saying. Make it a good match, because the fans can't go to show. As I keep saying in past 2 shows, fans can't go to a show till Mania. Give us something we want to watch. Don't give us another Friday Night SmackDown on Sunday, please, WWE. I beg of you. We don't need some cry. We don't need us all mad on social media the next day. Do you? Do you really want us angry?
Is this?
You
And I think it's the final pay per view before WrestleMania too. So they got to get that last build in. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
last pay per view before Mania. So this is the pay per view that's going to say, am I going to WrestleMania or am I not going to WrestleMania? Am I buying the pay per view? Am I not buying the pay per view? Am I buying the network? Am I not buying the network? This is that pay per view that's going to determine what you're going to do for the next pay per view. So
Yeah, completely. Because there's people that buy tickets for a Mania like months and months in advance. You know what I mean? They don't buy their tickets like the night of the show, 2 nights before the show, and go, oh, I'm going to go to that show. It's WrestleMania. No. They learn by the pay per view before, and they look at the roster and see how the card is. And then they go, I'm going to buy tickets to that show. I'm done.
okay, the right son. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your opinion on Gerald? The whole thing with
Oh,
Nia Jax, what's going on?
that's so stupid. I mean, they don't know what to do with
I
this
think
freaking.
I think it's a corny. I think he's very talented, to be honest with you, and they're just making him like a joke. You know?
Yeah. Just make him a broadcaster or something. He's not funny. His character's a little weird. Like,
I think he's talented in a way. He's talented. He could be a great wrestler, if anything. But WWE does not like talented people, as you may know.
yeah. They don't know what to do. It's like, make him an obnoxious, pompous ass. You know?
We
Make
saw
him a
we saw what. Yeah,
hmm,
good. All right. Yeah, you saw what he could do on SmackDown. He could wrestle guys. He could wrestle girls. He could wrestle anybody, and he could make them look good, and he can make himself look good as well. So I'm done.
oh, yeah, I totally understand what you're saying, Geek. Like, he he's a good wrestler, and WWE does not know how to handle someone as good as this guy, but they give him this stupid pompous jerk, like flamboyant, almost what they did back in the 90s slash 80s with the Genius. This is going old school. There was a wrestler back in the 80s slash 90s called the Genius, and he wore like the graduation robe, and he had the thing in his hand, and he came out with the graduation robe. Come out, and he would wear like different colored tights, and he would talk really intelligent, but he would do flips, and he never won a belt. He was a jobber, but he dressed like he was. Then he became a manager, but almost says he was a pompous jerk. But
Hmm.
you knew his name. You knew who it was. It was the Genius. But his character was obnoxious. I think that's where they're going with this character. And my rant's done.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, the character he's very talented, and but yet again, Vince McMahon has no idea what he's doing with half of his roster right now. This is the best talented roster you have ever seen within WWE within the last 10 years. And they choose just to go back to the drawing board. Eh, I think we'll go to Brock again. I think we'll
Yep.
go to Goldberg.
Give it
I
back to
think we'll
Brock.
go back to John Cena, Randy, Randy Orton. All right, have
Have
everybody that they have, and then they wonder why they're all leaving. It's because it's like you wonder why they're all leaving. It's because it's like I mean they're not given a chance. None of these guys. I mean, you have Cedric Alexander, Cesaro's another one. You have Shinsuke Nakamura, a friggin' legend in Japan. Okay, what are you guys doing with him? You know,
nothing.
it's like Ricochet is another one. It's like, how could you screw up with this guy? How? You could just let his matches tell the story. That's it. You don't need to do nothing with him. You could just have great matches with Ricochet, and that's it. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, totally,
That's
completely.
all you need to do. But it's like, I mean,
Like,
this is what WWE does.
they don't know what
Somebody
to
will
do.
bring back The Rock. I don't think The Rock.
Are you
I don't
just
think The
someone just
Rock
went
is the prop.
at the
Is
Rock?
I think The Rock is more. I said I think that's the exact problem is because they're in the same hole that they were before. They don't know how to make stars. They just keep relying on the old ones to come back.
Yeah.
That's not the way to go. I don't know if you could comment on where I'm going with this with where there all the old stars coming back.
Yeah.
How do you feel with how do you feel about Goldberg winning the title again and just
Well,
keep coming back?
someone commented about the Goldberg thing. Bring
No,
back
no,
The
I'm
Rock.
just asking you. What's your comment? Bring back the Rock.
I
That's one of
think,
the problems right there.
yeah, that's what Vince McMahon. Here we go. Joe's little rant. I do love my old school wrestling. I do like to go back in time a lot. My little throwback machine in my brain, but Vince McMahon's got to stop going to the past to make the company better. He has to go forward and bring these rookies that were already there in NXT. They're the whole time. The whole time. And he goes backwards to the 1980s, the 1990s, to get ratings. There's people in NXT right there. And he sees right through them and sees the Big Show. He'll see Rob Van Dam. He'll say people that weren't even in his company to get him ratings. Go to NXT. Bring them. They'll give you ratings. What are you doing? SmackDown was crap. You could have put somebody in front of NXT to make the ratings better. But no. You decided to do these stupid storylines that nobody cares about. You should bring the Fiend back on SmackDown. You'll get better ratings. Rant done.
All right. Bring back the oldies may capture the older crowd. Might be what Vince is thinking. Yeah, that's the problem that Vince has. He keeps going back, but it's like these superstars that are not going to be around in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. They're not going to be around. And then the superstars that are there now are not going to be over. It's like
Yeah.
no, it's like they're not going to be as over as a Stone Cold Steve Austin. They're not going to be over as a Rock. They're not going to be over as an Undertaker because he keeps going back in the past, and that's the main problem. Why this is why a lot of these wrestlers are unhappy and they're leaving is because they're not given the chance that they're promised.
Yeah. You're completely right,
That's
Geek.
why they're going to AEW.
Like, it as people don't get it. Like, that's why wrestlers are leaving the WWE because they're not giving them an opportunity. And going backwards they'll bring back Triple H and have him wrestle for the title 15 times in a row. They'll have Shawn Michaels come out and do a spiel and
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love Triple H. I love Triple
Yeah,
H. You
you'll
know me.
you'll start
I have to
crying.
cut you off on that
Yeah,
one.
you make fun of me as soon as Shawn Michaels a hit. I'll start doing the dance in my room. This sexy boy. Tell me what '90s boy does not start singing "Sexy Boy" when the song comes on? What '90s teen girl can start dancing and going, "Mommy, I like him"? No, you don't. He's an adult. like, I don't know. Like,
But yeah, that's the main problem. I think the rant's over. So for now,
yeah,
but
we're ranting.
that's my rant right
We're,
now.
we've been on for 28 minutes and 54 seconds. We're still going, fans. We got all night long. Twitch has got a long time. um,
um,
so,
what else?
Geek,
All
do
right,
you want to do live reactions on next Sunday for
I'm gonna
Fastlane?
do. I'm gonna do live reactions for Fastlane, and I'm gonna do more live reactions for New Japan Cup. So you guys can keep posted to Twitch.tv, and you can watch some more New Japan Cup reactions because they
Yeah,
actually
I'm
been
gonna
pretty
be
good.
around for the New Japan Cup because this crazy cuckoo bird right here is up at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what the Panthers doing at 2 o'clock in the morning? Go If I came over his house and he woke me up off the couch at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm clawing his eyes out and telling Danielle, better call an ambulance. Your boy's eyes are hanging off. You better have a cup of coffee brewing This lady D. I'm gonna talk to you in the background. If I come over your house and listen, the geek has me watching wrestling at 2 a.m. You better have a nice hot cup of coffee ready for me to drink because this panther ain't staying up until 2 o'clock in the morning to watch wrestling. I like wrestling, but I ain't gonna watch it till 2 a.m. and the rant's done.
So what do you think of about NXT right now? We should get into that a little bit. I haven't really watched it. I watched a couple of clips online though, but
On and off.
apparently we have new tag team champions, women's tag team
Yeah,
champions. If you saw
I
the clips,
saw that. I saw that on
mm-hmm.
a few little random things. I saw that. I saw the I keep seeing it and I don't see it that there's new tag champion. Actually, there's a running joke going around of the picture of Triple H and the new tag champions. Like Triple H could give you any kind of hype you want in your pictures. Just add Triple H in the middle. We could take a picture of ourselves together and add Triple H, like doing this. We made it. You know what I mean? We should do that. We should have like add Triple H like right in the middle of us right here. And like this. We did it. See, we did it. Triple
Oh,
H.
the picture, the famous Triple H picture, right?
Yeah.
When
Have Triple
somebody
H.
from NXT won the belt or a tag belt, he does the
Yeah. Have him in the middle, like really in the middle, like see, Triple H likes us. No, that Triple H. I never did that. Those losers. Who are those losers? Who are those losers?
now. But like I was saying, yeah. So we have two new tag team champions in the same night.
Wow.
They crowned new women's tag team champions. I'm sorry. They crowned new NXT women's tag team champions, and then they lost them in the same night. What kind of decision is this being made right over here?
You crown a champion, then you slap them in the face and say,
You're not the champ no more. In the
No more.
same night.
Imagine that, Geek.
In the same
Me and
night.
you tag team titles. We're celebrating. We're so excited. We're hugging. We're like, yay. And then you hear another wrestler. What did they hear? The other next team's theme song? Or did, what's his name come out? Regal?
They challenge. No. What's
See it that there's
so what's her name? Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez won the tag titles. Well, not won the tag titles. Were handed apparently the tag titles in the beginning of the show. Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart challenged them later on the show, and they lost in that exact match. In that exact match, they lost. They didn't give them a week. They gave them, I don't even know how long it was. I didn't watch NXT. All I know is it was under 2 hours. They were tag team champions. What disappointment.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what WWE is trying to prove. I don't know if they're trying to show you could have the titles for like a day. Oh, 50 seconds. But you're not going to stay as champions at the end of the night. Rant done.
Good.
You know
And
what I
I
mean?
didn't see Cole versus Balor. I didn't see Cole versus Balor. Have you seen it or not yet?
I got to go on YouTube and look up the name, but I heard it was really, really good. I heard the crowd was very electric in this match. They were very, well,
The fake crowd.
sort of, robotic and half real. Because I heard
The
NXT's
2K
having,
crowd. The 2K crowd.
yeah, the 2K crowd. I can't wait to see if they have that in the game.
The fake crowd. The 2K
Yeah,
crowd, right?
the TV screens. I can't wait to see if you could
Yeah.
flip the raw 2020 fan on a TV screen or have the real people there. But I heard there's half real and there was half real fans, and they sounded really loud. But
Oh yeah, I
also
forgot
the
about that. NXT has half fans, by the way. They have half real fans and half digital. So
yeah, you
I
keep
forgot
saying
about
that.
that. That's the only WWE show that's the only WWE show that actually has like a small percentage of fans. They actually they're actually invited, but
I just sent Tom Sanchez an invite to watch the show, not come in.
if you want to come in, you can.
Maybe I'll send him an invite. Is this the invite? You have to send him
You
the
want to
whole
be
picture.
invited?
He wanted to come. Oh God, it's
Yeah,
gonna be
you have to
like,
send a picture.
hello everybody. I'm Tom Sanchez.
It might
I'm the
it might glitch out again. So just
oh
but
gosh, here we
yeah,
go.
so just to get the titles taken away, just to get the titles taken away in the same hour is just horrible. You know?
That's terrible. Like, did they tell them? Oh, wrestling most of the time nowadays, they tell the wrestler what's about to happen. But imagine they never told them. The other team got told, okay, you're gonna come in and run in and win the tag titles. What if they never
Well, they're
told?
supposed to plan out the matches.
Oh, they do. But,
Mhm.
but with the world being turned into the upside down, do they really do that? But
Somebody wrote, "Okay, let the fans go back." So
like, I
somebody wrote that
agree
in the
with.
comments.
I totally. Who said that
Yeah,
comment?
well,
I want to respond to the
uh,
other name.
Lisa Arndt. Lisa,
Lisa Lauren, I agree with you 100%. But like, let's do it like they're doing in the NHL and the Major League Baseball. You can go back to the games, but when you're in the stands, you don't have to wear a mask. But when you get up to go get a souvenir or get a hot dog or a hamburger, put your mask on. But when you're in the stands, make sure you're safe enough that it's not you're not too like you know what I mean. You don't want a full capacity crowd, WrestleMania size, to mess this all up. We're just getting back to normal, sort of. We're still under a pandemic order, but we got to be safe. I rather be safe than sorry. You know what I mean? Um, geek.
yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It. I haven't been to a wrestling event now since WrestleMania 35. That's the last wrestling
The
event that I went.
last show I went to was the last show before this whole shit hit the fan. The whole thing. It was March 3rd was the last show I ever went to, and that's when it got real after that.
My last show was WrestleMania 35. The last Yankee game I went to was last year, the year before. I had so many plans for 2020. Ghostbusters was supposed to be a movie. I should have already seen Ghostbusters Afterlife. But no, Sony wants to wait and have us wait till November now. But I'm just saying in my rant, just be responsible and smart when you go back to the wrestling shows, fans. Wear your masks. Wear
Mhm.
Be responsible. Don't be irresponsible when it comes to going to the shows. That's all I'm saying. Come back. Let
Yeah,
the fans back. But then there's ones that will be irresponsible.
You know how wrestling fans are. They don't
Oh yeah,
really care. You know, they don't care about
yeah,
anything. Yep, that's right. Wear a mask. That's
yep.
correct.
I work in a grocery
You
store.
gotta
I've
wear a
been there now
mask.
years, and it's not just for you. It's for me. It's for him. It's for Lady D. It's for the grandmas, the grandpas. We all need to be a one-person country. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to go on ranties. I don't be ranties, but let's try to be smart wrestling fans. If when WWE opens the gates in, don't come all in bashing and yelling and coughing on each other. Let's
What's
be a
up?
little
How's it going? Pelsco. What's up? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying yourself.
Postcos.
His name's Pelsco. Pelsco. He just said, "What's up?"
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hi, Pasco.
Got a good
Got it.
song about unity you could listen to. Oh, okay.
Thank you. We'll definitely check that out later on.
That, yeah, thanks a lot, though.
Do you have any
Thanks for
questions
the
about
follow, by
wrestling?
the way.
Thanks for the follow. Tell your friends. We talk about Raws. We talk about SmackDowns, New Japan Wrestling, NXT, and
New
even
Japan.
Kazumi. Outsco. We're trying to get a following here on Twitch TV. We love wrestling. It's in my blood. I've been a wrestling fan since I was a little boy. I ever here since hearing about my grandfather being a professional wrestler in the 55, 65. I am hooked. I'm honored to know I have blood in wrestling business. Within my grandfather, my cousin, Pete Sanchez, my uncle's godfather, Frank Martinez, the Blue Demon. Yes. So my wrestling lineage goes way back to the 50s. And I'm just sitting here as a fan like, a fan, but I'd do it if I had to. So yeah, so any
I know you didn't watch AEW, but did you? Sorry. Did you watch AEW at all or no?
No, it's funny with my TV where I live in Pennsylvania, it's kind of hard to find the channel. It's just like, where is it? Where is it?
I know you're
You
not
know
the
what
biggest fan of them, but I just want to
I
know.
mean?
I want to know if you saw any clips or anything like that.
No, I haven't seen any clips.
Thoughts on Ronda Rousey?
What
Thoughts
about
on
what I
Ronda Rousey in the comments. Ronda Rousey's trying to have a baby. That's the last we'd heard from her. So
like? No, or she jokes around walking around with a sax. You ever see that video of her with the sax? She's like, want to have sax, and she's like,
no, but that's a lot. Yeah, Rousey.
that's what I
Yeah,
keep rumoring.
that's the
People
last
assume
we
that.
heard. That's the last we heard from her. She's trying to have a baby. Punk, CM Punk, out of wrestling. He's been out of
Who's
wrestling for a while now.
you have to say who? Who? CM who? Who's CM Punk?
CM
What?
Punk.
Do you know that name?
Just leave the guy alone.
Let the guy
I
hang
mean,
out
he's
with
a
AJ.
great worker and everything. Oh, she's a punk. She's a punk. Oh, that's you're talking about Ronda Rousey. She's a punk.
Ah,
Comments.
he's. I
Yeah,
would.
I
I wouldn't
mean,
say that to Ronda Rousey's face. She punched me in the neck. Be like, "You're a punk." What'd you say?
I mean,
Like,
flying knee. Yeah. I think
More
she
like
would reverse that into an armbar within a heartbeat.
shake his hand.
And break
Ronda,
that
nice
arm
to meet
or break
you.
that leg.
Yeah, so we got some big plans coming up soon in the future, right, Lance? Some big plans.
Mm-hmm. There's no legit martial artist would allow. Stupid.
Like,
but yeah, I was talking about AEW. Sorry about that.
where?
Yeah.
Wow, you just got lost. Chemo brain. So we used to always say Lance.
Go ahead, start talking about it.
You know, we always used to think Lance has a stoner brain, but yeah, man. And he has some chips, man. Chips, man.
Can we invite Tom on the podcast?
Yeah.
Or
yeah, I invited him.
Yeah, he invited him, but it's like,
is he in?
I mean, he's not in the backstage area. He's not in the backstage area, so
he's in the comments because I invited him.
He's on the.
Do I have to do this one to invite here, or I sent him the link to the? Which link do I send him? The link to the paid the Chrome thing?
The one I just sent you.
Oh, that.
The one I sent you.
The one on my phone.
Yeah.
You mean?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Go back to my phone. Let's go back to the video. Where is it? I thought I sent him the right one. I guess it's the one you sent me recently. That one? Copy. Wow, people, we're really doing this in the middle of a stream. Still there? We're doing this in the middle of a stream.
I hope everyone's still there. Everybody's still.
Did anybody leave us? Don't leave us.
Everyone's still there, right?
Oh my gosh.
We're not losing.
Hey, everybody. We got 6 people in the stream right now. I'm looking at the Twitch thing.
We had
I think
7
this is
before.
We've had.
I think we had like 7 people before.
And people are commenting, Ja. Oh, that's Tom. Ja.
Yeah.
Tom's been commenting the whole freaking time. Remember, we can't call him Tom. We have to call him Cold and Buried. He'll leave us. We'll have no friends.
Oh, here we go. You can invite him on there now. Just give me a sec.
Remember, Cold and
Buried. I hope
Buried.
this thing doesn't cut out now.
Yeah, if it does, it's the Tom and Joe show then. Joe kicked me out of my own show, and it's me. Is he in the backstage area yet?
He was.
No, he was. He's gone. He got mad at us and jumped out.
He was in the backstage. No, he's here. I see him.
He's there?
The background. Just give me a second.
I was about to jump and
comment.
In.
This is what happens when you invite people on.
Yeah, I
can see him. Invite.
You see him?
Why not? Why isn't it inviting?
Everybody, yeah, wrestling.
Right.
Call him Tom. We have to call him Cold and Buried. Cold, and there he is. Everybody, let's introduce my friend from college.
I
used to call him the devil. The one, the only, Cold and Buried. Wait, damn it. Buried, everybody.
Lance, how you doing, brother? Joe?
Yes.
Good to see you.
What's going on? How's it going?
Hello, Cold and Buried. Welcome to the day, Dudes at Ringside podcast.
Well, same day, different playbook.
Yeah, I almost called it the Day of Reckoning from college, but yeah, this is our new spiel where we used to rant on the phone, now we rant on Twitch.
Hey, dude. Hey, whatever your smile is, if it's all right, it's okay.
Yeah. So with you now on the show, with the way that wrestling is going these days, what we were talking about before, we'll ask you this question. Do you think WWE should try to do an overhaul and try to use more NXT guys on SmackDown than what they're doing currently?
I don't think it'll ever change until Triple H is running the show.
Fully in charge.
It's not going to happen.
I get what you're saying, Cold.
It's unfortunate, but you've seen too many NXT guys come up, and they get absolutely ruined. You know?
Like, what's his name? The guy that did dancing. Well, he's come out dancing. They ruined him.
Fandango?
Oh no, Bang! Yeah, they're big. No, what's his face? That did. He was like Dominican. He used to do the dancing. What was his name, Lance? He was in NXT and he was really good. Oh god, he had that.
No Way Jose. No
Yes.
Way Jose, right?
Yeah. No Way Jose.
Yeah. We talk about No Way Jose, right? We're talking about him, right?
Name, you give him a dumb gimmick, and then you wonder why he doesn't get over.
Yeah. His gimmick was supposed to be like Beetlejuice, that like he'll make everybody
He was talented in NXT, to be honest with you.
That's what I'm saying.
It reminds me of the Darth Vader theme. Dum 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 dum.
Yeah, 100%. Like they
That's awful of that.
Yeah, and then what's his face? Yeah.
Like, you take a good talent. Like, look what they did with Shinsuke Nakamura. They had Shinsuke and AJ Styles. Lance.
I was just telling him that.
Shinsuke and AJ in Japan. Classic.
Two best wrestlers on the planet right now.
And what do? They turn it into a fucking nutshot contest.
Yup.
Dumb.
Yeah.
You could have the best people in the world.
Could have sworn.
Look how they ruined it.
Like,
I mean, I don't want to cut it off, but I think Nakamura was paying tribute to Yano pretty much, because Yano does that in New Japan. He does the nut shot in New Japan.
Dude,
to pin his guys, to pin everybody and to cheat. But maybe he was paying tribute to Yano.
The center of their matches. In a New Japan, that didn't happen. That's not a tribute. That's bad booking, dude. Don't excuse bullshit, please.
We're getting some comments now. Vince buries anything but his own creations. And they did Shinsuke. They're agreeing with you in the comments below.
Very safe.
He
Originally, he didn't like AJ. You know?
You're right.
He didn't like
AJ. I think it was the match with Cena that changed his mind.
Yeah. Look at all the stuff Nakamura's done. Look at all the stuff Devitt's done.
Yep.
Come on. You're telling me you can't put those three together in a ring and have a 7-star match?
It's weird with WWE.
That's embarrassing, dude.
WWE does not know how to book the best wrestlers.
That's without question.
And they can't even keep a stable together. I told this to the Metal Geek so many times that we may be seeing WWE's version of the Bullet Club sooner or later come together and make their new version of a new NWO, but a different name. But then WWE decides to fire the Good Brothers.
How many times have we seen it?
How many times did they break it up and then shut it down?
Yep. How many times?
Dude,
it's ridiculous.
Come on. What? 4 times?
Exactly.
5 times?
The club, Battle Club.
5 times.
Original Club. Whatever you want.
I hate that kid that buys the t-shirt.
How many times did the original Bullet Club break up?
Weapons grade bullshit.
Never.
It's like,
I knew it was not going to be the same. I knew it wasn't. You know, I was telling people on the wrestling forums, I was like, don't be happy for AJ and Nakamura, because what they did in Japan ain't going to happen in America. It's not going to. And then look what they did. You have a beautiful thing, and then you ruin it.
Yeah.
Well, it's terrible. Metal Geek, you agree, right?
The brothers will never go back either.
Yeah. They
even regret being
That's
there.
what someone in the comments is, right? Yeah, the Good Brothers will never go back. They don't care how much they're going to get paid. They're not going to go back to the way they were treated there.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not. I know they would stay in AEW / Impact. They're not going to come back. If they come back, they'll give them the stupid gimmicks. They'll make them the Jolly Boys hang out with the New Day. No,
they were IWGP Tag Team Champions. And look what they did with them as soon as they were signed. Their thing was cool, but they made them look like fools.
Weren't they like the most feared tag team in Japan?
Exactly that.
They were the most
exactly that.
Nakamura does.
Lance,
someone in the comments saying Nakamura doesn't care though. He said he's good with just the fat check. I disagree with that one. I feel like Nakamura said publicly on Twitter saying that, how do you know I'm happy?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
There was a picture floating around on Instagram. It was a picture.
I would disagree with that because you can get paid well, right? It's why a lot of guys stay with why a lot of guys stay with TNA.
And no offense, I don't know if you guys know, Carl Anderson is a fantastic wrestler as well. And they treated him like he was a nobody. Against someone like...
No disagreement there.
Someone like
loved his
Carl Anderson wrestled John Cena.
No, I loved his matches in TNA with Jeff Hardy. And by the way, I prefer Matt Hardy as a heel.
We're talking about Carl Anderson.
I know. I love Carl Anderson. And I think his matches with Jeff Hardy in TNA were better than what he did in WWE. I think they allowed him to do more.
I agree with both.
You gotta watch Carl Anderson. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree with you guys.
You gotta watch Carl Anderson in the I think it's the G1 final. Was it G1 finals against Nakamura?
That I haven't seen. I
said Machine Gun
and then TNA. And his matches with like Jeff Hardy and RVD and stuff like that I think they were way good. And people complain about TNA, they want to cry about it. But, like, really?
I haven't seen
Like,
those, so.
Those were really good. You know?
Like,
TNA's
you're
got
right.
some good talent, to be honest with you.
TNA does have some good talent.
Sorry,
And
I meant
TNA's got some good
Mr.
talent,
Andrew.
like Ace.
No, but Carl Anderson, great talent. You know, his work in TNA. You know what else? I don't know if you guys know this. Maybe I'm wrong in this. You know who's back in TNA?
who's that?
Fucking Motor City Machine Guns, bitch.
They do the hand gesture. Isn't that them? Didn't they always
Yeah.
do the Motor
They
City
were in
Machine?
Ring of Honor
Motor
for.
City
They
Machine
weren't.
Guns, no?
Didn't they do this? The hand thing? Like that? Is that one of them?
Yeah,
that did
I
that?
don't care what the hand thing is.
I
It
don't
was
know what
still awesome.
the hand. I don't know what that means. Like palm. But they were a good team. They were a good team. Motor City Machine Guns. They're up there in the tag team rankings. One of the greatest tag teams.
I saw Motor City Machine Guns.
Everybody's gonna hate me for this.
Oh,
Everyone's gonna hate me for this, but I like the Young Bucks and I like FTR. I like FTR and the Young Bucks.
No, dude. I will not disagree with you because
No.
I saw the Young Bucks when they were called Generation Me in TNA. And they went against the Motor City Machine Guns and Beer
I remember
Money.
that.
And
I remember
dude,
that.
let
They
me
were
tell
not good.
you.
They were not good at TNA.
What's that?
Nerd, McGeek, come on.
They were not good in TNA. They were so much better in Ring of Honor. And
Dude, I'm not disagreeing with
what's
you,
up?
but they were still good. You could still tell that they were going to be talented. You know? Their matches with the Motor City Machine Guns and Beer Money were still good. And you could tell there was promise there. I don't think you can deny that. I mean, yes, of course, they got better as they got older, but you could see that there was talent there.
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
Yeah. I think they were there.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's right. He's 100% right.
I mean,
I love the Young Bucks and I love the Motor City Machine Guns. Fantastic tag team.
You could disagree whether or not they were still green, but you can't deny talent. I was speaking with Metal Geek earlier regarding Kenny Omega. Now, I don't like him as a heel, and I consider him the worst leader of the Bullet Club. However, you can't deny talent. His matches with Okada are classics. You know?
No.
You can't deny talent. That's what it is.
But like I was saying earlier,
like it or not,
how much of that was Okada?
What's that?
You know what I said, right?
No, he didn't.
How much of that match was Okada? How much of that match was Okada, and not Kenny Omega?
Of course, Okada.
How much? How much of that?
He heard you.
Come on, Okada
You heard
can
me.
make
Okay.
a broom look good. Get out of town.
I'm sure Kenny did work too. Don't get me wrong, but
good.
Okada was the match.
Oh, for sure. There's no doubt. There is no doubt there. I'm just saying, it was still a good match. But I'm saying Okada carried it. For sure. I agree with you. There's no question about that. None.
Have you been keeping up with the cup or no? The New Japan Cup or not, Tom? Golden Belly.
Joe, what do you think about Chris Jericho's New Japan run?
I think it's pretty good. I'm happy the way Chris Jericho is, even though now he's in AEW, but he's a good talent. I really like the way Jericho's runs. His character is always on point. His moves are, I don't think he's ever changed any moves on his set list. He's a pretty good wrestler. I enjoy Jericho.
He has changed. Metal Geek.
Oh, hold on 1 minute. We're getting some chat. We're getting some chatter in the comments.
Okay.
So, first of all, I don't hate Omega. Omega is one of my favorite wrestlers, to be honest with you. In the comments, this
Someone's
guy
gonna
is saying all this Omega hate. I feel like this is Cornette.
Wait,
I mean,
who's Cornette?
I don't hate Omega. Cornette. Jim Cornette, who always trashes Kenny Omega.
Wait, who's calling who Cornette? Is that me?
Someone in the comments has just said, all this Omega hate, I feel like I'm listening to Jim Cornette.
Oh,
don't get us wrong.
I will have you.
Is it the glasses? Is it the funny outfit? Do I look like Jim Cornette? Is Lance my skinny Yokozuna? What do I have? You see
No, dude, don't worry. I think they were referring to me.
Yeah, you do like Cornette a little bit, like the later era Cornette.
No, I don't hate Omega at all. I said we just said his matches are the greatest of all time with Okada. So, right?
Wow, we just got called.
What's your opinion on that, Tom?
And I admitted that Omega's talented. I never said that he wasn't. So don't get it twisted. So anyone that's complaining, F you.
Whoa, we like you fans, but just don't go on a random. We don't like Kenny Omega. I like Omega. I remember me and Metal Geek. We were at ROH. We watched him play with the big boys in ROH. Like, we watched him wrestle. We have no problem with Kenny. We just don't like certain things he's doing. And Cold and Buried.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's perfectly talented. I just don't like him as a heel.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Is the leader of the Bullet Club? No.
But
as a wrestler, he's very talented. I never said that he wasn't. Do you know my favorite match? And I saw this. Metal Geek.
What's your favorite match?
It was Chris Jericho and Eddie Guerrero versus Chris Benoit and Dean Malenko.
Ooh. That's a good one.
Come on.
That's a good one.
Japan, right? In Japan.
Was that WCW or New Japan? That sounds
WCW. I was there. I was 6th row.
Wow. That's legendary right now.
Yeah.
Like
Chris Jericho.
All right, we'll get more chatter in the comments. It's like the guy's like, what? The Cleaner's the best.
You can't beat that.
The Cleaner is the best gimmick? What?
I mentioned that to a wrestling fan in the bar.
You want a real heel? I'm going to tell you a real heel right now. 2004 Triple H is the best heel of all time. Evolution Triple H.
No.
Yeah, that too.
He is gold
Respect,
weight,
you know?
not heel heat. He is Galway.
We're really
2004, I'm talking
Way
about.
different.
we're getting the crowd going today, Geek. We're getting the crowd going. Thanks for coming in when you did, Coldenberry. Thank you for coming in. You got them riled up, man. Get them riled up. Just make sure you're subscribed because you're going to get more of this chatter as we go along because fans.
Triple H had Galway.
Okay, go away. Remember that, Geek. Go away, Heat. Oh, Danielle's mad in the background. She's fuming. She's getting fuming. She's fuming.
No, she's not. She's not mad. She's not mad. Her tea's going off in the background. I can hear it. So.
Look, Triple H.
Her tea's going off. So I had to point to her tea that her tea's going off.
Fuming.
Look, Triple H used to be one of my favorite wrestlers, okay? But I have to admit, he was always with people that made him look good. Always. The Rock, Stone Cold.
That is a good point, though.
Yeah, always someone who made him look good. Heaven forbid he was in the ring with Bret Hart or Randy Savage.
He would have got railed. He would have got destroyed.
Exactly. That's my point. He's always in the ring with people way better than him. They outclass him. And they make him look good.
Triple H is the greatest of all time. This is what the guys say in the comments. Michaels, too.
Of course.
Undertaker.
Another one that Triple H was in the ring with that he had the with the Undertaker.
Yeah. The Undertaker. I just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Undertaker.
WrestleMania.
Of course, I'm going to go on this rant about Michaels. Of course, Lance would get mad at me, but I believe Shawn Michaels, in the era he was in, if he was in any other era, I don't think he would have made it the way he did. If he was in
who doesn't get enough credit?
Marty.
No, you yuts. Juventud Guerrero.
Yep. Hoovy.
His matches with Ray and Kidman in WCW are absolute classics.
Yep.
Joe, you've seen him.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. His 3 ways with Kidman and Ray.
Oh, my God.
I know Ray's your boy.
Yeah, big time. Long time Rey Mysterio. Yeah, those matches, you couldn't even, if you had to pee, I was holding him to the entire match. Okay, I got to hold it. Got to watch this whole match.
I mean, to me, personally, it whet my appetite because I thought if the mid card is this good, how good is the main event going to be?
Yeah. And WCW would do the smart thing with their shows. The Cruiserweights match was always first.
Cruiserweight was always good.
Yeah.
Someone, a YouTuber called it, but Juventud is the Mexican Shawn Michaels. Look at his stuff in AEW in AAA now. The dude's still on fire.
Yeah.
The dude has no quit and still puts on classics. You can't beat that. Metal Geek, do you agree or disagree? Come on.
Yeah. I was never really a fan of WCW growing up, though, so I'm sorry. I can't really comment on that.
Boo!
I gotta watch it later.
Get him. So
I'm sorry.
Look up.
I was never growing up.
We know what he'll be doing.
Though. If you tell me to recommend something, I'll watch it though.
But put it in the comments, people. What matches should Metal Geek watch tonight?
Any match involving Hoovy, Kidman, and Ray. You freaking disgrace. I'm embarrassed.
Lance, Metal Geek, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm embarrassed, dude. This is just deplorable.
So yeah, this WCW. So this made me laugh because WCW had the best cruiserweights you could find anywhere else.
Oh, sure. They had Eddie, they had Ray, they had Hoovy, they had Chris Jericho, they had La Parka, they had everybody.
Yeah, everybody. But then it's funny because when I was a kid,
24th anniversary of Stranglemania.
wow, Stranglemania.
That's in the comments.
If you don't watch a Hoovy match with
Stranglemania.
Ray by the end of this evening, I will strangle you.
He's coming to your. He's gonna come to
And
your.
I don't make threats, buddy. I make promises. I will find you. Watch out.
He's gonna hack your cell phone, Lance. You better shut your phone off tonight. He's like, "Hey, Lance, I know you see a red beam by your window, a cigarette." It's like, "Hey, Lance." Yeah.
No,
So
Hoovy, Ray, and Kidman, the three of them, and when you got Eddie involved too, oh come on, young Eddie Guerrero, come on.
Yeah, he's right.
You can't beat that.
You can't beat that at all. That's young Eddie. Oh my gosh, that.
I mean, in WWE, he was a classic. In WCW, dude, him, Kidman, like you can't beat that. It's like fine wine or a nice Italian dinner.
Yep.
You can't beat that.
And it's like hard because you would toss in like a you toss in a Dean Malenko into a match against like Hoovy, and you're like, oh, Dean Malenko's too submission.
Oh, dude,
unfair.
Dean
Malenko would throw down with Hoovy. He would throw down with Ray, and the match would be gold. Gold.
Dude, that's why I said the match that I saw.
Somebody wrote Cactus Jack, Deathmatch is Stranglemania.
That's cool. Tom?
Benoit.
That's why somebody wrote in the comments.
Eddie and Jericho.
Stranglemania. What's Stranglemania?
What I'm going to do to Metal Geek later if he doesn't watch a Hoovy match.
Lance, on the list, put it Hoovy match. I can see him writing.
I will have you.
Whoa. Lance, you're about to be halved.
I can make it ugly or I can make it pretty. Your choice, my man. I love you to pieces, but pick your poison.
I got a question for you. What do you think of comparisons Jay White to Triple H?
Who?
Because some people think that he's pretty. I'm Triple H right now. Would you agree or disagree with that?
Who?
Jay White and Triple H. Jay White and Triple H. Comparisons. Do you see comparisons between? Because I heard on some podcasts that he's a modern day Triple H.
You
Do you see it, or
fair,
with the beard and everything,
seen
or
enough of Jay White to comment on that. Though
people are saying no, he's not a modern day. No.
To be fair, though, Triple H was
like he's got that heel,
on Shane Douglas
top
in the
heel.
ECW. So a lot of what Shane Douglas did in ECW, Triple H pulled from that. So, I mean, if someone else can do it and make it successful,
people in the comments are saying no, that's not. So.
Hey, Lance, aren't you happy? At least we're having people comment today. And it's sad we can't see the comments. I'm just gonna name drop one person.
This has actually been a fun stream.
Yes, I'm gonna name drop someone you don't know. Metal Geek knows who she is. So when she watches the show later on, Foxy, we would love to have you come on the show. I hope to hear back from you eventually. It would be nice to talk to you about the indies and how it felt to be manager with your own husband in the ring. Just get back to me or message our stream or any of our outlets on Twitter at, I guess, name drop some of our things now, Lance, because now we have different ways to find us. How can you find us, Lance? Metal Geek?
You can find us on Twitch. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook, and you can find us on Instagram. And when we get it working, we can go also find us on YouTube.
Yep. Right now, currently, you could find us on Instagram under Dudes at Ringside. And you could also, if you want to look for me on Instagram, you could find me under Ghostbuster Joe / Joe the Panther. On Facebook, you can find me under Randy Rutiquez. And our guest here, how can we find
Coldenberry DOA on Instagram, Coldenberried on YouTube, and
you can find
Barry M Deep at Up He Rises on Twitter. And what is MoMD Loan on Facebook?
What is your Twitch handle, Coldenberry? So they could
Coldenberry.
If you want to follow him on Twitch, he does. If you like Japanese wrestling, the man right here, dang it, reversed. This guy right here, my brother, my partner in crime from college, he does a lot of awesome tournaments with Fire Pro Wrestling. It's like the Japanese version. It's a Japanese wrestling game.
Yeah, I told you I'd get you the game for your birthday.
And I thank you again. That game, I've been watching it ever since I seen you started watching you stream it. Wrong way. My hand.
And my name on Facebook is MoMD Lawn. Come on. Metal Geek, that's funny. MoMD Lawn. Come on, that's stupid, but it's funny.
Yeah. So how can we find you, Metal Geek?
You can find me on Twitter, Metal Geek 85, and you can find me on Instagram, Metalfan 85, and Metal Geek 85 as well.
Okay.
And then Twitter, same thing.
All right. Do you want to cut the stream, or do you want to keep going, Metal Geek? Because I'm still up.
You guys want to keep? You got I mean, we'll see what the comments. What do you guys want to say in the comments? You guys want us to cut it, or you guys want to go? Because we could go on another couple more minutes if you guys want us to go. If not, then we're just going to end the stream now.
Ken, is there a way you can put the questions on the screen if they have any more questions for us about wrestling? I don't know if you guys knew here. The reason why I'm called Joe the Panther is because of my grandfather was a wrestler in 1955, 1965. He was a heel, the old school heel. You have any questions regarding my grandfather or like wrestling or old school wrestling, WWF, WCW? If you have any questions about old school or
New Japan, AEW.
All right,
AEW.
hold up. I will pose a question to keep it going. Favorite wrestler of all time?
all time,
All time.
I'll say you go first, Metal Geek.
You know who it is. You know, and I'm gonna get heat. It's Triple H.
Oh, the comments are coming. I can feel them. My favorite wrestler of all time.
They're good. All the hate comments are gonna come.
I feel it. My favorite wrestler of all time is Rey Mysterio. He's a luchador. He's unpredictable. My grandfather's my favorite heel of all time, but my favorite face of all time is Mr. Rey Mysterio, Mr. 619 himself, because the first thing I ever saw is online was him jumping from turnbuckle to turnbuckle to
Triple H
turnbuckle.
is a solid choice. You see, I got a fan. See that? I got a fan in the comments right there. Triple H is a solid choice.
How do you ban someone in the comments? I watched that man do a Hurricane Rana, jumped on every turnbuckle and jumped in Hurricane Rana guy by the last rope. Look that up on YouTube, fans, tonight. Rey Mysterio Hurricane Rana. It's an old clip, but got me.
Respectable.
Hooked me. The fans.
Metal Geek. Hoovy versus Ray and Kidman. Watch it or I find you.
Jeez. Everybody devil emoji, scared face. Yeah. That's Lance right now. Lance under the thing is peeing on his floor. He's like, no, get a mop and a bucket. Yeah.
I'm just playing with you, dude. I love you. It's good to see you again.
He's part of the group. It's been years. And now your turn, Coldenberry. Who is your favorite wrestler? I already know the name, but who is your favorite wrestler?
Oh, yeah, the Macho Man, yeah.
Yes.
I thought you were going to
say Chono. I thought you were going to say Chono. I was waiting for the name.
No,
Chono.
Macho Man. There ain't no other. In the ring.
All right.
In
the comments. Who's your favorite wrestler in the
better
comments?
than Macho.
He's the cream of the crop, baby.
Exactly.
The cream of the crop. Oh, yeah. Little bit.
The cream will rise to the top. Yeah.
Nobody could do no one could be a better heel with anything, Macho.
No one could do it better than Mach.
Oh, come on. And that elbow drop, come on, he broke someone's sternum.
Yeah, and
Jay Lethal could do a good Macho Man impression.
Blood.
Jay Lethal.
Thank you. The person just said they enjoyed the show.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Lisa19.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Hey, Lance. Thank you so much. Thank
Metal Geek, would you enjoy having Coldenberry come to our show more often? I would. On counter commentary?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want, it's whatever your schedule's free.
Wait, did someone ask, or you guys?
You can come whenever you want, dude.
Yeah, you're part of.
But I mean, did someone ask, or what are you guys talking about?
No, we're asking.
We're game planning right now. Would you want to be part of the crew?
No, we're asking.
Dude, absolutely.
Cool. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Dude That Ringside.
No, all you have to do is just ask me, dude.
All right, cool. Welcome to Dude That Ringside. We're not making another logo because I don't want that guy mad at me. We already got one logo out of it.
That's fine.
It's only going to be 2 dudes. Sorry.
Yeah. That logo.
That's all right.
The logo will be too big. You won't be able to see everybody in the picture.
That's all right.
My friend Colin.
Yeah, I gotta go with my favorite Macho Man.
Of course, the match. I was thinking you were gonna say Chono because I can't even tell you, fans in the comments, how many times in college Coldenberry. Well, I know him as the devil. would talk about Masahiro Chono, his masterful sleeper hold, so much.
The STF.
Yes, the
Wow.
STF
Oh,
was the
Shayna Baszler, Thunder Rosa, and Ricochet. Yeah. Ever so
underrated.
spiffy says Shayna Baszler, Thunder Rosa, and Ricochet.
They're good wrestlers, but they're underrated
up?
because they don't really use them too much. You know what I mean? Ricochet's a great wrestler.
Thunder
This
Rosa is
may
actually
be
good.
an unpopular opinion, but I'm a
Rosa is
big
the
fan
best
of
female
Nia
wrestler
Jax
right
and
now.
Sonny Kiss.
I mean, she is pretty good. You
Mm.
like Nia Jackson?
Well, I would
I
love
like
to
Hikaru
spend
Shida.
an evening
I don't
with
know if
Nia
anybody
Jax, but
else is a
not
fan
for
of
any
hers.
PG reasons.
Hmm.
And if that's how I'm gonna check
Rosa's the
out,
best female
so be
wrestler
it.
right now. I mean, I'm gonna say like Hikaru Shida. I'm gonna go on a rant right now on the best female wrestler right now. I'm gonna get heated right now. I'm gonna turn heel. Okay,
You are
one
the
of the
heel, man.
best female wrestlers right now. I'm gonna say it right now. Exactly. um, is probably Charlotte Flair. I don't know if anybody agrees with this one or disagrees. Charlotte Flair is probably one of the best female wrestlers
Boo!
right now.
No, you're wrong
No,
before we
not,
start, Metal
nah,
Geek. No, boo!
no. I
Boo!
told you I was gonna get hated. I was gonna get
Boo!
hated
Boo!
in the comments.
Boo!
Hmm.
All right, who's your favorite female wrestler right now?
Personally, myself, I think Sonny
Sorry.
Kiss. I think she's athletic.
Sonny Kiss?
Yeah. Well, also,
Okay.
I'd
All
love to
right.
spend an evening with her.
Hmm.
Many evenings, as many as possible.
With Charlotte or with
No, with Sonny Kiss
oh, never seen her. Got to see pictures. Don't believe.
or Nia Jax.
I rather you. I understand, like with Charlotte Flair.
Well, come on. I love thick women, so
You know, oh boy, here we go. You're gonna get the heat in the comments about the thick one, or you're gonna get the triple hearts.
I
We're gonna get
love
We're gonna
thick
get
women.
flagged. We're gonna get taken down now.
The girls are
The
gonna be all offended. Oh my
down.
god,
We're gonna get
unsubscribe.
flagged, right?
Last week, Metal Geek was having a meltdown on and didn't say this to me till after today, before the show. You're gonna choke on your cigarette or your beer, Tom. He got mad for me saying the P word, what girls wear under their pants. Anties. I said
What?
I said I said aunties, and he had a nervous meltdown. You're gonna get us kicked off Twitch. You're gonna get
He knows where I'm
No,
going. Just
stop it. Women jiggle their tits on Twitch all the time.
I'm like, I can't even say panties.
uh,
What am I supposed to autograph when we're at a wrestling show?
Bailey.
No. Metal Geek. Why are you trying to keep this show G rated?
This guy in the comments does not like Bailey.
How dare you? Bailey's
I don't like them either.
Bailey's a treasure. What is knock 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 knock?
Bailey's a good
Treasure
Bailey's a
under
good
what
wrestler.
circumstance?
I love Bailey.
And ding dong, hello.
Ding dong, hello. I like Bailey's face when she was face, but I like her more as a heel because she knows she can.
Who's that Japanese female wrestler that went to WrestleMania?
Oh, Asuka.
Her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's good. I like Asuka too. Asuka We were talking about Asuka before.
Asuka.
I would love an
Good.
evening with her. Goodness gracious.
I heard she's pretty good.
I met her.
Yeah, I don't care whether or not she can bend me 7 ways from Sunday. It'll be the best 7 ways I've ever had. Metal Geek, I see you shaking your head.
We got someone in the comment. Ding dong. Hello. We got some fans today. Hopefully you're all subscribed because
Asuka.
you'll get more of this. Trust me. Tell your friends. Please tell your friends. Spread the word. Spread the word.
Definitely.
Go
Tell
on.
your
Subscribe.
friend.
You want
Push
these?
the
You want
button.
us? You want us? You know where to find us.
Oh, you know you want us.
You know
all
where you
night
can
long.
find us. Here on the Twitch and on the Instagram and on the Twitter, and soon to be on the YouTube. We will be on the YouTube soon. Some days we won't be on
On
the Twitch.
YouTube.
We'll be on
We're working on
YouTube.
it. We're working on it.
On YouTube's very, very soon. And that is the more exciting thing because Twitch is fun. YouTube, you could
There you go.
we could do an episode.
Oh, as long as you guys want Cold and Buried with you.
Oh, definitely. And are you available
Metal Geek? You want
Oh,
Cold and
definitely.
Buried
Yeah,
with you?
definitely.
Are you available Sunday?
Yeah.
If you can, we'll do a reaction.
Or the other guy.
Yeah, talking to you. Trying to
Metal
point.
Geek, you want me?
We could
Yeah,
You want me?
we could do
Come
a
on,
reaction.
baby, tell me.
Yeah,
You
I'll
could.
Talk to me,
Yeah.
baby.
start.
You want me?
Yeah, you can come on the show. You come on the show.
I can be part of the crew. Don't
Yeah,
be
man.
shy, sunshine.
Yeah.
I said yes. I said yeah. I said yeah.
I know,
You can be on the
dude.
show. I
I'm
don't care.
messing with you.
He's playing. So yeah. All right. I guess we can cut the show. Cold and Berry does say goodbye.
You guys have a good. Thank you for joining. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for
Take care,
welcoming me to your show.
And as I always say,
Thank you. Thanks for everyone in the comments. Thanks so much. You guys
thank
made
you
it so
for
much
tuning in.
fun for
Yeah,
us
thank
today.
you guys for
To
contributing
hang out in
and
the comments, to
commenting.
listen to your
It
responses.
keeps the show going. So that's nice of you.
And I want to cut.
It does.
Let me do my. Okay, you do your say goodbyes, and I'll do my. I'll be the last one to talk. Okay.
Okay.
This is Joe the Panther Jr. saying goodbye, and I'm saying I would like to say goodbye to the past, the present, and the future of wrestling. Thank you to my grandfather, my uncle, and my cousin for making the pathway to all the Latin wrestlers so bright. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Cheers.